We need to fix it. It's broken. The toilet pump is broken and I'm not gonna fix it. No way.
That is my manual bilge pump to pump water manually out of the boat, and as you can see, there's something seriously wrong with it. There's not even a hose connected here, and also this is loose and I don't even know if the system still works, so I gotta figure that out. I have an automatic bilge pump, and normally on a boat when the water rises too high in the bilge, there's a float switch and automatically it's turned on when it gets above a certain level and the boat pumps the water out of the boat. I don't have that. Don't ask me why. I have a manual switch that I can turn on myself, which is fine if you're here, but if you're not here, it's nice when it goes automatically so your boat doesn't sink. So yeah, I gotta fix that.
We found out that this drain here is clogged, so we need to fix that.
4 years ago I crossed the Pacific Ocean as a crew member on different sailing boats, going from Panama to the Marquesas Islands, French Polynesia, Tonga, Fiji and eventually New Zealand. I knew nothing about sailing before. Now it is time to continue on my own boat. After finding a boat in Guatemala, which turned out to be a bit more of a lemon, Dirkje joined me.
And now together we are preparing the boat to be in great condition again, to sail the Caribbean and eventually the world together. Normally you would say that barbecuing is more of like of a guy's thing, but since I'm the chef in this household, I think I'm going to use it the most. It's kind of gross, it's dirty, can use a cleanup, so I'm going to do that right now. But before...
Honey, you dropped the sponge.
Again.
Oh, careful!
Woohoo! So I honestly expected a little bit more of my cleaning skills for the barbecue, but it turned out pretty well. It's clean enough and ready to use right now. And the after, can't you see the big difference? Oh my god! Wow! This week we are trying to fix all the last things we need to do so we can go on anchor. We don't want to pay docking fees anymore, and we also need to start sailing so we can figure out what other things we need to do for the boat.
It is time to work on the toilet and replace the gasket. I'm gonna wear a gas mask for this. Let's do this. Yeah, we have there's a time frame in hurricane season. It ends around November, and then you got about 6 months to cruise the Caribbean, and then you can cruise a little longer, but you're bonded to a certain area. It's possible that I'm not 100% correct in this. It might be 7 or 8 months, but this is the information I have till now. So that means that's 2 months left. So we need to get on anchor, I need to start sailing. We gotta get out there. I've gotten a van ready in Kyrgyzstan where I did not speak the language, but then the main difference between getting a van ready is that when it breaks, even though it's in the middle of the highway, you're still on land. Like here, when something big goes wrong, like when your engine dies, you know, you'll drift. So you better have some kind of solution, because otherwise you have a massive problem. And if you drift on a reef, you actually just lose your boat. So it's the risks are just a lot bigger. So that's why I'm really doing my best to make it as safe as possible. I replaced the seals. It was still leaking from the side, so I put some extra silicone in it. Now I'm gonna let silicone dry, and in an hour or so see if it's okay or not.
Yeah, I want to start sailing.
Me too, and I'm really afraid now. I've never had this when I was a crew member, because when I was a crew member, like, you kind of assumed the boat was in a good condition. And now when I own a boat and I wiggled the rigging and one of my chain plates just broke, I'm just not so sure anymore about everything. So the toilet is working again. The only thing is that when I don't close the inlet valve, the water fills up. So I'm guessing one of the seals down there is still has to be replaced. But for now, I'm gonna leave it as is, and I'm just gonna keep opening and closing the inlet valve.
We're on our way to the hardware store to look for a new fan.
Number one is the fans. Which one are we going to buy? It's the one we have in the bedroom, and it works really well. And I said one more, and you said? No 5, 2 is enough. Hey, we got to think about the electricity draw, eh? No. My plan is to install the first fan over here, because then when she's cooking, then the wind will either blow there where she likes to sit or in front, but it doesn't blow the flame away. I connected it to the light switch over here. I still have to put the cable away nicer, but it works. That's number one. This is gonna be the happy test. Gonna put on number one. Happy? Yeah. Be careful.
Thank you.
It's time to go work on the manual bilge pump. I just measured the rubber. I'm first gonna get an 18-inch hose clamp, because maybe it's fixed then, who knows? Dirkje is editing. So this video is for a big part edited by Dirkje. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and she will edit more in the future. I don't know if these are big enough. Should be okay. No, I wish one thing would actually work on this boat. Okay, I got the rubber out. I think it's pretty clear what is broken here. No idea how I'm going to get a replacement part. Also, it can use a good clean. So here they don't have it. I have one more place in mind where they might have it. Just dinging it over here, and I think this is my best shot that this West Marine-like shop has it. They don't have it. I'm not sure I'm gonna solve it right now. I don't think I can. I want to have that manual bilge pump fixed before we go on a very long trip, but I guess I'll have to wait till somebody flies here, can take it for me. Before that, I will right now clean it with engine degreasant, so that at least once I have it, it will be clean again. So there are two valves in here. The one is over there and the one is over there, and they work opposite. So when the rubber sucks, this valve opens, and when it pushes, this valve closes and that valve opens in the other direction, and that's how it works. So I gotta clean it so the valves also open and close good again. Well, it's not perfectly clean, but at least the valves are clean again. So let's first see if it all works. I think this is the end of my work day. Rain on its way and food is ready. Monte Carlo, the welder, who apparently has a lot of used boat parts.
Showing us the way.
Yeah.
I brought these shoes actually. I figured we weren't gonna be
I actually have new shoes, some kind of sandals, and they look, I think, I don't know, but you can decide, but I think they're very
nice.
they're very comfortable.
Yeah, that's all.
You're just laughing at me and then you say they look nice.
Yeah,
You're like,
ah. You almost fell and broke your legs at your neck now. Oh Lord. And they just there's an old Westerbeek right there. Old Westerbeek generator.
Oh.
That's an old, that's an old Lincoln electric generator. That's a huge one there. Wow.
I bet we're missing like 90% of what's here.
Oh man, there's a lot of hidden in this mess is a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, this is actually a foot pump. I'm not sure if it's still working, and this rubber I'm trying to find out. I didn't take it, stupid, but I'm trying to find out if it fits on my bilge pump. So I bought this rubber for $3 and this foot pump for $12. I'm not sure if it works, but if it doesn't work I can bring it back. Yeah, because I also still found the off button for the dinghy that I cannot buy new here. So, and for $3, so I'm pretty happy.
There. You gotta hunt for it, but there is some stuff in there that's worthwhile.
I look at it and I said to myself, that is never going to be the same. Wah, wah. So then I looked at the number, wheel 69627R2P, and then I looked at the number here, wheel 69627R2P. It is exactly the same. Nice, I'm lucky. Just installed a new seal. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah. So this broke from the middle. There was an aluminum bolt around it. Couldn't find an aluminum bolt, so I put a stainless steel around it and it broke. So I put those two next to it. Now it's really tight. However, there's nothing holding this in the middle anymore, so I'm entirely sure if that's gonna last. On this side, because there's no bolt on this side, on the edges here, let me show you. On the edges I want to put some epoxy around it, just to make it a little bit stronger, that when it goes wrong, that I can fully rely on this. I have probably overused epoxy a bit, but I know one thing for sure, overusing epoxy is a lot cheaper than or easier than finding this part or buying a new bilge pump. It's all connected and working again. It's not set up as a normal bilge pump. It goes to the back of the engine and is really set up like a solution for when everything goes wrong. So yeah, one project done.
So my mom told me on the phone that I look really relaxed right now compared to when I was still living in the Netherlands, and I think that's because I'm just out of that daily work routine that you have to go to work every day to pay the bills. I had a really nice job, I loved it, but I just wanted to go into the world and explore things, feel and be free. You're never really free, I think, because you always have responsibilities, and that's cool. But...
And then you come here and we're only working.
Yeah, but it's different. Like, it's working.
You wake up every day in paradise and you work for a goal. That's right.
Yeah.
We really work for a goal. Everything we do.
You really have a goal to work to, and that's going on anchor and sailing and use the boat, preparing it.
And going into the Caribbean and crossing the Pacific.
Yeah,
it's a
so
big
you
goal.
Really have that in mind, and I really like that. And when I was still living in the Netherlands, you went to work every day, and you knew that at the end of the month you got your salary, and then you can pay your bills, and that returns every month. And I don't know, I loved my life over there. I loved it, my social life especially. But now we are exploring things. Well, we are going to explore things and work and travel. Really like the combination.
Now we need to clean this window frame before putting new sealant in. It's looking pretty clean. using UV 4000, which I think should be strong enough because I want this window to never ever come out anymore. But I'm also making sure to put enough on the sides so that when it rains it doesn't leak inside because we're sleeping below.
Le moment suprême. Oh, other way around.
I don't think many people here speak French. I don't, at least.
The moment of truth.
Ah, okay. What just happened?
So
We were installing the window. Your phone was in the cockpit.
I'm just flabbergasted.
There's a 10 to 12-year-old guy, a 10 to 12-year-old boy who was...
Yeah, he's here every day, just sits next to me and when I'm working and watches how I do that. I don't know, he's bored or whatever. He sells fruit. We used to buy it, but not anymore because of parasites.
And then your phone was gone and we found it in front of the toilet.
Yeah, and I didn't do that because I checked my phone when I was at the boat. And then we found it back at the dock. But I didn't do that, and Huub didn't either.
And then we looked at the pictures.
So I thought, okay, maybe just didn't think of it or whatever, and then it will be fine. But then I just checked or I looked at my pictures, my photos, and I saw dick pics of this 10-year-old guy.
He took her phone.
I saw his shoes. They were exactly the same. I just looked at them this afternoon and I saw, oh, okay, nice shoes. And then, what?
He took her phone off the boat.
My phone
10 to
off
12
the
years
boat.
old or 14, whatever. Went to the toilet, made dick pics, and left the phone. Good morning. I didn't sleep really well. I've been thinking a lot last night. Like, I find it really hard to understand that, you know, someone breaches your privacy, goes onto your boat, takes the phone of your girlfriend, goes to the toilet, make dick pics, and this boy was 12 to 14-year-old, and who is to blame? The parents or the kids? Like, I honestly find it hard. I don't know what to think about this, but it's not just this. It's also, like, I notice when I walk with Dirkje over the street, like, it's not that much when I'm there, the whistling and hey baby, but when I'm not there, it's so much. And I travel. I wanted to stay and travel more in the Latin American countries because I've had a really good experience. It's the salsa, how the dances, the food, how the people are, and I've always loved it here. And now, like, it's, people say this is the macho culture here, and you know, I am a guest in their culture and I'm trying to understand that, but I find some things so bloody disrespectful to the woman. And it really frustrates me, and I've never experienced this because I've never traveled with a European or a non-Spanish culture girlfriend in a culture like this. And I'm trying to understand these things, and I find it so difficult. Maybe someone is watching now from this culture or the Spanish culture and gonna understand it to me in a way that we think, oh, that's actually appropriate and nice for the woman, and I in a different way that I don't have to see it as annoying and inappropriate. So if you're that person, please elaborate on this. So now we're gonna work on the drains. That one is okay. That one over there is clogged. So here, when you look on the right side, there's a T splitting, and the right side works. It goes directly down out of the boat. On the left side, it's a little hard to see, but it starts over there, goes all the way down in a circle, and then exactly there goes up again to the T Like, I have no idea why they just didn't connect it much shorter in a straight line. That's makes so much more sense. So I'm gonna take it off over there and then see what is clogged and then connect it more straight. Okay, the hose is in. I connected with a corner over there, a straight line into the T-split. Hopefully now it doesn't get clogged anymore. I'm working here on the hose. And she was filling up the water tank. I'm like, what's the water sound I hear? I look under the batteries and it's all underwater.
Oh no.
So where you are filling up the water tank, there must be something wrong with the connection and it's all just going into the bilge. Can anything be right here?
No. Probably not.
Here we were trying to fill up the water tank, but it went straight into the bilge where the first battery is. So I guess it must have been a suction point for a previous holding tank. My water tank is in the V-bird under here, and I traced it. The big hose goes into the chain locker. It goes there. Surprise, surprise, it's cut off. It seems like that might have been a hole over there for this hose. So the hose comes out here and there are no holes here to fill up water. I might have to make one. That's the hole I drilled from the bottom. Hopefully it's in the middle. Let's make a bigger one. One thing that you can really see well here is how good the core still is. The core is still really solid here. It's going to be like this. Alright, it's connected again. Now that the seal and dry and tried out, I had to add a little part because they cut it off and it was too small now. What have you got over there?
Really nice smoothie juice actually. With carrot, frozen mango and banana. And some sweat.
Nice and cold, thank you.
So I'm here at the catamaran called Low Expectations. We have a girls' night. The boys are over at another marine. Check it out. Hey girls! Attachment and everything, and I was like, alright, I have to go. I was like, what are you doing? And we have a fan. We're recording. Go ahead.
Okay, I will do the clap. 1, 2, 3, clap, action.
So, we bought a 30-foot Albert and it turned out a little bit more than a lemon than we thought. My boat too. We're making it limonada. Hey.
Ladies' night was a little too fun last night. So I've been trying to get Dirkje more on the camera and to get her more comfortable in talking in front of the camera. Did she do a good job? Let us know. I forgot to press record, but I just made these two plates here. I really don't like putting screws in the bottom of my boat or any place where I can go through the deck. So I put these aluminum plates under the float switch, and like this it will just stay on a good base under the water. So now this one goes in there. Alright, so this one is for manual for the bilge pump, and this one is now to turn it on automatic, and when it goes off, then this light will start burning. Yeah. In the beginning of the video I said we still had a week till the end of the month, but it was actually 9 days. Week is over, it was all the work we put in, could get in, and now we have 2 days more. We're gonna make it. Next video we will be on anchor. A big thanks to my patrons who make it possible for me to keep making these videos. If you'd like to become a patron too, check out the link.